You're never quite sure when you're on live. There's like a 3-second, like, am I on or am I not on? But I think we're on. Good morning. My name is Scott Anderson. This is Stronger Yoga, and this is recorded live on Easter Sunday, April, what is that? 12th, April 12th. So we're going to be, there's that saying in the gym, never skip leg day. Why not yoga? So this is leg day for yoga. I hope wherever you are well, you're safe, and your family's safe. I hope your team. Stop and think for a second, like, who's on your team? Who are the people that you would call first if you had a problem? This is a good opportunity to call them up and just say, hey man, I love you. I wanted to let you know that. Thanks for being on my team. We never make those calls. We usually are calling somebody for some other reason, but today I would like you to make those calls. Good morning, Leah. I want you to make those calls to your team, all right? So let's just say, for example, and we're gonna get to some awesome leg day yoga. Let's just say Batman's on your team, okay? You call him up and you say, Batman, I want to let you know that I really appreciate you keeping the city safe and talking in a raspy voice. I love that. So pay people a compliment. Say thank you for having them in your life. Here's another good example. Vanilla Ice. Vanilla Ice, thank you for one of the greatest songs ever, even though you ripped it off of Queen. And by the way, on the back of this package, this little kid, see that? He's got a Vanilla Ice microphone. So somebody out there needs to find that for me. I need that. And special thanks to Barbie. So that's my team today, because Tiny Diamond isn't here, and I'm pretty sad. But I've got Batman, Barbie, and Vanilla Ice. Who's your team? Call them today. That's your homework. I say we do this. Stand on your mat, face one of the long edges, place that phone, computer, TV, or if it is your TV, align your yoga mat so that the long edge faces the screen. So I'm getting better at figuring out how to always move and switch cameras so that you guys have a better perspective. Let me know how I'm doing. I always want to know. But I want you to just start with your feet nice and wide, but not too wide, something that feels manageable. Place your hands on your thighs and slide them down to the knees, perhaps maybe even barely to the knees. Good morning. Happy Easter, everybody. Slide your hands down your shins. If you're watching this video going, who are you talking to? This is taped live, so as people leave comments, I like to try to say hi. Place your fingertips on the floor and bend your knees and push into one heel at a time so your butt is sliding left and sliding right. And to be honest with you, like, I had a last minute change because today was going to be arm day. And about 5 minutes before we went live, like, I tried to do a push-up and I was just like, that's not happening. I mean, I could do it, but I'd be grimacing. Go ahead and rise back up. Look at that. My cousin Ben is watching today. Nice job, Ben. Bend your right knee. Just come into that warrior lunge. Turn your right foot in, turn your left foot out, and lunge into the left knee. Give it a little bounce or two. Come back to center, turn your left foot in. Left hand to the floor, reach your right hand to the ceiling. Don't reach up as high as you can, reach to the right high. Let's think of it that way. Right hand to the floor, reach your left hand to the left. Rotate the chest, Don't reach as high as you can. Go about 70, 80%. And then slowly release. We're going to walk the hands to the left foot and pivot on feet, turning to the short edge of the mat. Step the left foot back. So if you were to look to your side, that's probably where your screen is now. Go ahead and bend your knees and pedal your feet. You cannot do this wrong. You're simply moving around. Now let's work in to those posterior lines. It's really simple. Walk your hands slowly back a few inches at a time. Bend your knees as much as you need to. Come onto your fingertips until you walk your hands all the way back to your feet. Give your toes a touch and then start to walk your hands forward. We're going to walk the hands all the way to the top of the mat until we're in a plank. And then bend your elbows, touch your chest lightly to the floor, push up, and press back. This time you're going to walk walk your feet a few inches at a time towards your hands. Stepping. It's getting harder to step forward. Pretty soon you got to come onto your fingertips. You have to bend your knees. Feels like you're walking like an old man. Hands on the knees. Pull your collarbones away from your thighs so your back is flat and parallel to the floor. And then on your next exhale, touch your toes, the floor, your shins, or grab your ankles. Pull gently and look behind you, but pull gently, please. Rise up, reach your hands to the ceiling. Watch your palms meet above your head. Exhale, hinge forward. Fingertips to the floor. Lift your left leg into the air. And as you exhale, step it back. Reach your right hand to the ceiling, turning your chest. Hi, good morning. So I would like to note here that my brother is talking to my cousin on comments, which means you're not on your mat. Don't be a stalker. Plant your hand, step back. Touch your chest to the floor. Oh, those suck. Push up and press back. We've been going pretty hard the last few days. Lift your right leg up and step between your thumbs. Reach both hands up. Pause here. Lift that left heel, lunge into the right knee. Square your hips off to the short edge of your mat in front of you. Open up the fingers nice and wide. And even though your fingertips are trying to reach for the ceiling, your shoulder blades are sliding into your back pockets. Reach forward, place your fingertips on the floor, and lift your left leg into the air. Bend your left knee, hug it to the midline, press into your right heel, lift the left big toe, and step forward. Hands on the knees, breathe in, chest forward. Exhale, hands to the calves or the floor, and look behind you. Rise up. Touch the fingertips, exhale, fold forward. Right leg lifts, step it back. Reach your left hand up. Pause here and breathe. Take a moment to look up to see where your left thumb went. Plant the left hand, step the left foot back, bend the elbows, touch the chest to the floor. You can always lower the knees, and you can lift the knees last as you push. Press back into down dog or crouching cat, which would be your knees slightly bent. Push down into the palms and then grip with the fingertips. Lift the left leg high and step between your thumbs. Reach both hands up. Anjane. Hold that invisible ball above your head. Even try to squeeze that ball. So you feel that tone come into your arms and your shoulders. Spread the fingers wide so you feel that tone in your forearms. Square the hips off. to the edge of the mat in front of your feet. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale, reach down. Lift your right leg up and bend the right knee. Push into your left heel. Lift your right big toe. Step forward, hands on the knees. Pull the chest forward, breathe in, back flat. Exhale, touch the floor or grab your ankles, but pull gently if you pull. Bend the knees a little bit, rise up, push through the heels. Spring to standing, exhale, touch the floor. Lift the left leg, step back. We're gonna go full speed, but full speed is not high speed. Inhale, lunge, reach your right hand high. Exhale, plant your hand, step back, touch your chest to the floor, push and press. Lift your right leg up. Step your right foot forward. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, reach down, lift your left leg. Inhale, lift your left big toe, push into your right heel. Exhale, step forward. Inhale, half lift, flat back. Exhale, touch the floor, look behind you. Rise up, reach up. Connect your palms and fingers above your head. Exhale, fold forward. Right leg lifts, breathe in. Step back, breathe out. Pull the hips low, reach your left hand up, breathe in. Exhale, plant your hand, step back, touch your chest to the mat, push, press, left leg lifts. Step through, reach both hands high. Exhale, hands to the floor, lift the right leg. Inhale, bend the right knee, lift the right big toe, push into left heel. Exhale, step forward. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, touch the floor, look behind you. Rise up, breathe in. One more set, focus on your breath. Exhale to the floor. Left leg lifts, breathe in. Exhale, step back. Inhale, right hand high. Exhale, plant the hand, step back, touch your chest to the floor. Inhale, push up. Exhale, press back, right leg lifts. Step forward. Reach both hands up, breathe in. Exhale, hands to the floor, lift the left leg. Inhale, bend the knee and push into right heel, lift left big toe. Exhale, step forward. Inhale, hands to knees, chest forward. Exhale, hands to the floor, look behind you. Inhale, rise up. Last one, guys. Exhale, touch the floor. Inhale, right leg lifts. Exhale it back. Inhale, left hand high. Exhale, plant the hand, step back, chest to the mat. Push and press. Inhale, left leg lifts. Exhale, step. Reach for the ceiling, breathe in. Reach for the floor, breathe out. Lift your right leg, bend the right knee. Lift right big toe, push in the left heel. Exhale, step forward. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, touch the floor, look behind you. Rise up. Hands to heart. Step your right foot back, turn back to the long edge of your mat. Oh, that felt good. I got to catch my breath though. This is normally where we would squat in a samurai pose. But let's just take it here. Turn your toes out to the corners of your mat in front of your chest. Hands on the thighs. Pull the groin back. Working those hips open while we catch our breath and slow the heart down. All right, slide left heel out. Turn right toes out. I want your right foot on the back edge of your mat. Take your left foot and step it to that other edge of your mat in front of your chest. So you're in more of a warrior one type of a stance than a warrior two. Take both thumbs, slide them over your ears, and lift your chest. So I'm lifting my heart from My elbows and eyes looking at the corner of my mat. Pull the groin back. And then lift the mid-ribs up. Lift your sternum up. And pull the armpits away from the ceiling so that your shoulder blades are hugging your back and creating a shelf for your heart. Now push it to the sternum. And release. Draw your hands behind you, bind them, and bow to the inside of your right knee. Lift your fists. Lift your heart and bend your left knee. Right leg is straight. Now we're drawing the heart towards the left big toe. And our hands are behind us, but we're not lifting the fists. Just keep your fists on the floor. In fact, try to draw your elbows closer together, like I placed a ball on your back and you were going to grab it with your elbows. Rise up. And we're going to switch the feet. So turn the right foot in, turn the left foot out, but toe heel left foot to the back edge of your mat, and step your right toes to that top long edge. Bend your left knee. Slide your thumbs over your ears and wrap your fingers around your skull. It's this sort of gesture of like, oh, my head's about to explode. So here's what I want you to think about as you lift your elbows and look at the ceiling. If you were holding your head like you had a massive headache, you probably wouldn't push your head into a pillow to rest. You would want to relax your head on that pillow. In other words, disengage the muscles in your neck and make your elbows go up because of the muscles on the back and shoulders. Pull the groin back, lunge into the left knee. And slowly come back to center. Bind your hands behind your butt. Bow to the inside of your left thigh and lift your fists. Don't just try to pull your knuckles over your head. Try to get your elbows away from your shoulder blades. In other words, lift those knuckles to the ceiling. Lower your fist back to your butt, lift your heart. Straighten your left leg and bend the right knee. We're going to bow to the right big toe. Slide your thumbs up your spine and bend your elbows. Push into your right foot, rise up. We're going to take left foot in, step right foot back. Slowly hinging forward, fingertips to the floor. Bend both knees and see how close you can get your butt to the floor with your feet far apart. Now try to keep your butt that low as you slide your butt to the right and then back to the left. I call this polishing the park bench. So you're trying to slide your butt side to side without lifting it. And then place your hands on your knees as your hips return to center. Rise up. That feels good. Now we're going to give the legs a pretty good workout. Toe heel your feet back together. And the first thing I want you to do is take your left ankle and place it on your right thigh. Whew, gotta catch my breath here. Now slowly squat down, pull your groin back. Now take your palms and turn them to the floor and reach behind you. so that you feel your nipples pressing against your shirt. Rise up, and we're going to take left knee to the back of the right knee. Reach the hands forward and up. Bend your right knee and slide left knee down your calf towards the Achilles. Slide your knee back up. Cross the ankle to the thigh again. Reach behind you, chest to shirt. Push your butt against your pants. Point your left big toe. Rise up. Lift the left knee. Place it behind your right knee. Reach your hands forward and up. Slide left knee down right calf. Slide your knee back up. Ankle to thigh. Reach back. Squat down. Press your left ankle against your right thigh so your left knee is rising towards your chest. Last one. Left knee behind right knee. Reach forward and up. Slide the knee down. Stay with me. We're going to get through this. And rise up and plant that left foot. And then say, hallelujah, 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 hallelujah. Now take that right foot off the floor, make some circles. Can't skip leg day. Can't skip leg day, guys. Oh my gosh. You know, step your feet back to center. I got Audrey right here to inspire me. I hope you have someone to inspire you. Call your team. Call them today. Lift your right foot, cross it to your left thigh. Point your big toe. And as you begin to squat, reach back. Press your chest to your shirt and your butt against your shorts or pants. Oh, my heart is beating like a jungle drum, y'all. Rise up, lift that right knee. Place your right knee behind your left knee. Reach forward and up. Slide right knee down, left calf. Rise back up. Ankle to thigh. Squat down, sweep the arms back. Point the big toe, lift the right knee. Rise up, lift the knee. Place it behind your left. Reach forward and up as you slide the knee down. And slide it up. Cross ankle to thigh. Sweep the arms back. Push your butt against your pants, your chest against your shirt. Open the hands, drop those microphones, and rise up. Last one. Right knee behind left. Slide it down, reach forward and up. And then when we think we can't do it anymore, we take one more breath and rise. Step right foot out. Hallelujah. It's Easter. We're going to have a religious experience and stir the pot. Oh. Okay. Now, I'm going to turn to the side. You don't have to. But I'm standing on the center of my mat, gazing down at Audrey, getting inspired. Let's relieve those hips a little bit, but let's make ourselves stabilize while we do it. Lift your left knee, and then lift your left big toe. So you want to cock that knee Imagine trying to grab like an orange on the back of your knee and then bring it behind you. Grab your foot and hinge forward. Left hand only needs to come to the knee. Now you can go to the floor if you want more lengthening in your hamstring. But what I really want you to focus on is holding left heel to tailbone and lifting left knee up. Left knee rises. Up, up, up it goes. And then release. Plant your left foot. We're going to switch sides. Lift your right knee up. And grab a tennis ball, let's say, on the back of your knee. So really fire that hamstring. And then reach back for the foot. Capture the foot. Hinge forward. This can make a lot of people feel very unstable. So if that's you, place your hand on a chair or a table or a wall. Lift the right knee up. And rise up. Place your foot softly on the floor. Fingertips to the floor. Knees to the mat. I got a low battery warning. Oh my gosh. I hope we get through this. Okay, toes curled under. Let's go back to the side. Toes are curled under unless there's pain in your foot, the forefoot, particularly like the hallux joint, anywhere. If there's foot pain when you curl your toes under and sit to your heels. Remember, you can always place your knees on a towel. You can place a towel underneath your feet and point your toes. But if you're capable of this, this is where I'd like you to be today. Lift your butt, reach up, lean back. Pull your groin back, look up to see that invisible ball between your palms. And while you're looking at that ball, try to draw your groin back. And then release. And sit to your heels. Here's what I want you to notice, because I'm always trying to give you guys just a slightly easier step. Remember, it's all staircases. And we don't necessarily need to bound up the stairs. So if we're comfortable sitting on the balls of the feet, that's where I want you to be. Now, if you can lift your butt and point your toes, reach up, pull your groin back, and then lean back. Keep the groin back. The easiest thing is for you to thrust your groin forward and take it into your lumbar. Release. Sit to your heels. So we're loading these muscles all the way from below the knee up into the belly. Then it always feels good to reverse those joint positions and lie back in that reclined hero's pose, or even just hero's pose. We're going to do that one more time. Lift your butt, reach up and back, pull your groin back so you're sticking your butt against your pants. Lean back, look up at the ball. Keep breathing. And release. Sit between your heels. Slide a pillow underneath your butt if your butt will not come to the floor, okay? Don't have your feet so wide. If you're really hypermobile in your knees, make sure your feet aren't so wide that your heels aren't touching your hips. Hug them in without sitting on your heels, all right? And if you've got big, beefy, manly calves like I do, You can just pull them out to literally reduce the amount of flesh that you have there at the back of the knee. But this is what we want. If you are uncomfortable because of the compression in your knees, the compression in your ankles, that's a good thing. Compression in the joints is a good, healthy thing. It helps us move the synovial fluid in the joint. You can place your hands behind you. Maybe it's difficult right here, okay? Remember, place something under your butt, but don't sit up so high that you feel nothing. Make sure that the sitting bones are coming down as close to the floor as possible, if not on the floor, but in contact with something. Lie back. Onto the hands or the elbows, or slide the elbows out, come onto your shoulders. So I'm guessing tomorrow's arm day. We need to have a brain day. Why isn't there a brain day? A day where you just meditate? Like that's your workout. It's a workout for your mind, and trust me, that's a way harder workout. Let's come up. Push your heart towards the ceiling and place your hands on the mat in front of you and lift your butt. We're going to slide left knee back and sweep right foot across to come into pigeon. Well, I just got a bunch of hearts from one of my favorite human beings in the world. Slide that left knee back. So I'm looking at the comments and I just see my buddy Ross has left me a bunch of colorful hearts because he's the ice cream man and one of the kindest souls I know. Ross is definitely on my team. I'm going to call Ross today. Who is on your team? Call him up. Pay him a compliment and thank him for what they do on earth. Ross says, love you too. All right. Bend your left knee. Right hand reaches back for the left foot. You might have to come back onto the hand, or you might have to lasso your foot with a towel. Remember, that's why we always got a towel back there. My skeleton, Mufasa, he's always holding a towel for me in case I need it. Draw your heel to your hip. For more, try to slide left knee forward towards your left elbow or left hand. Release. Back onto the hands. Step your right foot back, push your hips up and back into down dog or crouching cat. And turn the heels to the left. Slide your right foot behind your left leg. Keep your left leg straight, please. Plant the right foot. Reach up with the right hand. Release. Back to crouching cat or downward facing dog. Press your heart towards your big toes. Let those knees bend a little bit. And really try to stretch out your pants or shorts at the butt. Push your butt way into those pants. And then lower your knees. Slide left knee forward and outside the left hand. Bring the left foot over. Slide the right knee back. And we're back in our pigeon pose. Remember, if you want to turn up the intensity here, point your right foot behind you and press down into the top of your foot. You'll feel your right glute squeezing, and you'll feel more of a stretch in your left glute and left groin. Maybe. everybody is different, and everybody's body is made up of millions of different experiences. And it's fed with different diets. And it's programmed by different genetics. So yeah, we're all the same. We have one nose, two eyes, 10 fingers, and 10 toes. But we're also divinely unique. You're beautiful. You're beautiful. Who was that? Plant your right hand, bend your right knee, slide your right knee forward, reach back with your left hand. Come onto your right hand. If you need to, reach back with that left hand or lasso your foot with a towel. Oh, that's going to bug me. Not that I need to know who did that song or what it was called. It just bugs me that I remembered that. That's the mind, man. It has so many neural connections. Somehow I wound up at that super annoying song. You're beautiful. That's what the mind does, you guys. Release. That's half the reason why we practice. Ross gives me the answer. James Blunt. Step your left foot back. Crouching cat. And then turn the heels to the right. Slide left foot behind right leg. Left hand reaches for the ceiling. Right leg is straight. Don't lie, Ross. You love that song. I know you do. And I love you because you love that song. Release gently. Plant the hand. And we're going to push back one more time. This is where I really want you to try to tear your mat in half at the center. Like two sheets of tissue. Lower the knees. Lower the hips. Ross says I had to Google it. Now take a seat on the center of your mat facing the long edge. Bring the soles of your feet together. Hold your shin, push your knees down, lift your heart up. Lift the knees, plant your feet wider than your hips, plant your hands, lift your butt. Try to push your knees over and between your toes. Lower your butt. Knees apart, feet together. Lift your heart, push your knees down. Lift the knees, feet wider than the hips. Lift your butt, bring your knees together and push them over your toes. Lower your butt. Last one, guys. Soles of your feet together, knees apart, and hang out here for just a moment. Plant your right hand behind your right hip, left hand on your knee, push it down, turn a little bit to the right, and switch. Left hand behind your left hip, right hand on your knee, push it down, push your heart just gently away from your right knee. Now lift your left knee and slide your left foot back. Right foot on left thigh. Walk your hands to your right. Look over your right shoulder. Push into your right hand And if you can take your left hand off the floor, place it on your right side body and try to pull your right rib cage forward as you turn to the right. Release. Walk the hands back to center. And we're going to switch out those legs. Right knee falls behind the left foot. The hands are on the floor. Walk them left. Walk that left hand back enough that when you push down, you could take your right hand off of the floor. Place your right palm on your left rib cage under your armpit, right where that serratus is, and try to draw your left serratus to your sternum as you turn to the left. Release. Right foot to left foot again. Grab your big toes. Pull your feet off of the floor, balancing on your butt. Lift your heart. Think of your heart as a helium balloon. It's floating up. Pull your feet apart and begin to pull at the shoulders. So you're trying to pull your heart between your knees or ankles and then push through the heels. You're beautiful. I just had to do that. I just had to do that one more time. I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. Turn to your left. Lie down on your backs. Center your hips. Plant both feet. Lift your right leg up. Weave your fingers behind your right thigh. And then push your hamstring into your hands. Pull your shoulder blades back to the floor and push through the right heel. Bend the right knee. Plant the right foot. Plant the palms next to the hips. Push into the heels and lift your butt. Draw left knee towards your chest. Taking left foot off of the floor. Now just try to drag right heel back. Lower your glutes. Lift and straighten your left leg. Weave your fingers behind the left thigh. When you push the leg into the palms, your shoulder blades are pulled off the floor. Pull them back onto the floor and push your left heel to the ceiling. Keep pushing through the heel, squeezing your thigh with the heel of your hands. Bend your left knee, place your left foot on the floor. Place your palms next to your hips. Push into your feet and lift your butt. Draw right knee towards your chest. Try to drag left heel back. Lower your butt. Keep that right knee bent and grab the shin. Weave the fingers or stack the hands on the right shin and pull right knee to chest. Place right foot on the floor. Cross left ankle over right thigh. Palms out wide on the floor. Lower the knees to the left slowly. You can just go limp here, or you can push right knee down with left leg. And if you want more, try to get your right knee to the floor without your left leg. then push down with left leg. Those feel differently, don't they? And our ability to discern those different feelings is us reading the owner's manual of the body. Leave the ankle on the thigh and lift the knees back up. Take right foot off the floor. Thread left hand through the legs. And again, stack the hands or weave the fingers at the right shin. And if that's too difficult and your hips aren't that open, try to weave your hands at the back of your right thigh, underneath the calf. See if that suits you better. And plant your right foot. Bring left knee to your chest. Stack your hands on the left shin and pull the knee. Release the left knee, plant the left foot, cross right ankle over left thigh. Lower the knees to the right. Now there's this nice little lengthening in the left hip. And that feeling is going to move around as you try to push the left knee down with the left inner thigh, and then try to push the left knee down with the right ankle. So just try to switch those muscles on and off and feel the difference. That's the neural coupling. Finding out which wires in the brain cause different muscles to activate and deactivate. Leave the ankle on the thigh and lift the knees back up. Thread your right arm through your legs, lift the left foot, and weave your fingers at your left shin or your left hamstring. Don't try to pull your left knee towards your chest and grimace and grunt and round your back into a turtle shell and try to get your forehead to the shin. It might be difficult for you to even rest your head on the floor if your back or hips are really tight. You're just trying to breathe calmly through whatever you're experiencing, ratcheting the experience up until you feel like you're close to the edge of your ability to breathe calmly and slowly and deeply. Release your leg with your hands, plant the left foot, plant the right foot. Toe heel your feet apart and lift your butt off the floor one more time. Bring your knees together and try to push your knees forward. And then see if you can bring your butt to the floor instead of rolling your spine down one vertebra at a time. That means when my butt comes down, there's still a gentle curve in my lumbar, and somebody could probably slide their hand underneath my low back. You can either slide your feet out, making your legs straight, or just let your knees fall against each other. Reach your hands away from your body wherever they feel most at rest. And if you prefer, sit up in Sukhasana. If you prefer to end your practice with meditation. Whether you're seated or lying down, close your eyes and observe your breath without needing to change it. I hope you all have a peaceful, easeful day. A sweet holiday with the people you love the most. And remember the homework if you can, and call your team. Call your team and compliment them, and just blow their mind, just randomly. Wouldn't just gush on them. What a good feeling that'll be. Namaste, everybody.